Coach, thanks. We're about 12 miles south of the future home of the Chargers at the current home of the Chargers, and that's Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and our home team. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that's... First down, Fields. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Switch up. Switch. 25.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 30.
The ball carrier. He was brought down by Jimmy Ward. A gain of 6 yards. And it's third.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Come on, QB, come on.
Back to throw. Fields. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
A gain of 15. And a full first down.
Here's Hines. And an alley to run. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. 954. X3. 218, chopper.
Jam. No. Off. Slam.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Shit.
Now.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Yeah,
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a pass here, caught by Hunter Henry.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Second and 10. On the screen, this is Eckler. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Looking to throw. Herbert. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
4 yards the pickup, first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph. And an alley to run. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit.
But with Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Back to throw. Fields. And that'll be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun. Fields. He's got Burton here. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a fourth down now.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. The kick by Marr is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Well, the drive started the shadow of their own goalpost all the way back at the 2. Pretty nice job of getting downfield and at least getting 3.
Agreed on that one. A real nice job because really their goal was to get out of the shadows of those goalposts and give themselves a little bit of room to help out their defense. Instead, they got 3 points out of it.
The Charger drive about to get going. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up first and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to the air on second down. Herbert is going to go for a big play downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. From the gun, Herbert. He's going to air one out. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
After this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
56. Let's go deep. Let's go deep. Tighten up.
Looking to throw on second down. Fields. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Throwing on first down. Fields. This goes to Mack on the check down. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make this a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Mike 96. Mike 96.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Open man here, Sims complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Watch QB drop.
On 1st and 10, Fields. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but it's going to be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Fields. The throw taken in by Sims. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 33.
1st down, Colts.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun. Fields. This one into the hands of Burton. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball. 80. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Trey Burton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
That'll go down as a loss of 8. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Hey.
Back to throw. Herbert. And incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Zoo.
53 at the mic.
Off the play fake. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On is the Chargers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's taken it around the 40. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From From the gun, Fields. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Trying to get that one to his running back, Marlon Mack. But it'll be second down. Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. On second down, here's a run with Mack. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. So a capper there to a pretty good first half. And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Got it.
The Charger drive about to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
Check 3. Hey, Echo.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
To throw again. Herbert. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. That catch good for 5. It's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun. Herbert. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 28-yard line.
I got you, son. You're all right, baby. You're all right.
Check nickel.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to lead to a third down. From the gun, Fields. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
I'm scared.
Hey, high 7. Recon, 132 fighter.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Hey, wahoo.
Check out route.
Look at me. Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Here we go.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
61, matchbox lights. Gone. Ready?
Looking to throw. Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
And the Colts first down.
Bang, bang, bang.
On first down, Fields. Catch made here by Campbell. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
At the 26-yard line.
2nd and 6. Campbell making the catch. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
49.
I got him.
And oh, he coughed it up. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. If you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Off play action. Fields. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Fields. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying and carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
Ready to break.
The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Check 52.
Check. 53's Mike.
Five.
Come on, D.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Now.
Yeah. 53's the Mike. 53's the Mike.
Get it.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Kenny Moore. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Push him back.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 22 yards there, a first down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Indianapolis. How about that? Their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Colts offense cashes in with 6. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Back to throw. Herbert, complete. Richardson has it. 9 yards the pick up there, and it's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's Eckler. The tackle there by George Odom.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Looking to throw. Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Pilot, 64.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
53.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
The Colts take over first
Come on,
and
man.
10
Let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. You know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now this time he'll look to throw. Looking deep for Hilton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now left side on the swing pass. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Back to throw. Herbert. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Looking to throw. Herbert. It's complete to Williams. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Go! 94!
53!
Go!
To throw on 3rd down. Herbert. It's Williams on the catch. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
I smell fear in that offense. He's checking.
Grace Stone, travel.
Check 43. Check 24.
Yo, back to.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to throw. Herbert. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. 2nd and 14. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk.